Olá pessoas, aqui é a Gleice, tudo bem? Eu espero que sim. Estamos de volta com Final Fantasy XVI, do ponto onde nós havíamos parado. E vamos lá, gente, eu comecei de um ponto diferente aqui porque eu tinha ido por esconderijo. E eu vou tentar fazer essa missão aqui. Espero que meu microfone não dê problema de novo, porque no vídeo anterior, né, ficou aquelas batidas que eu não entendi de onde que veio. Sendo que eu nem tava batendo no microfone. Caramba, é ali em cima? Achei que dava pra ir direto por ali.
Heard the bones fell favorably. To the Vale, then, is it?
What do you think?
Vamos ver o que temos aqui.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and stars, but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her endeavors. As unlikely as it may seem, there are those within the upper echelons of Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
All right. But what do you want from me?
This town is carried upon the backs of its bearers, and yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others, a simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Vamos lá, tudo bem?
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the Dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I'm expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Tá bom. O engraçado é as coisas que a gente recebe, né?
We can't let people starve as well.
Tipo, é como se elas estivessem dentro de cápsulas da corporação Cápsula do Dragon Ball. Tá ali a outra missão, né?
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I daren't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
That's something at least.
Acho que deve ter feito um barulhinho agora, porque eu mutei meu microfone. Mas é porque senão ia ficar fazendo muito barulho de eu ajustando o meu fone. Ué. Tinha uma marcação aqui, não tinha não? Impressão minha?
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
Looks like now's not the time.
Get on with it! You want to bleed to death?
Por aqui eu chego lá, será? Essa menina? Essa moça, senhora, sei lá.
I have something for you.
From the Chamberlain. Thank you. You need to leave. Now. Please.
Branded! Who told you to rest? Stoke those damn flames! And you! If you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
E você é quem pra mandar nele? Povo grosso. Pô, voltou a aparecer aqui de novo.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here. It looks like you need it. The Chamberlain must have sent you. But alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me. You need to rest. But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend. And what of your own hurts? They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
Nossa, mano, isso é horrível, cara. Isso é muito horrível.
Drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
A gente tem que comunicar uma das damas, né?
All right. Are you here for business or pleasure?
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious customer. Us girls thought of him as a generous uncle. He was one of the only people round here who seemed bothered by the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the Dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the Dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Gente, eu peço perdão pelos barulhos externos, tá? Eu fico muito chateada com isso. E eu me controlo muito, hein? Porque senão eu ficaria xingando o vídeo inteiro. Porque tem barulhos que acontecem também que vocês não escutam. Bonitinho. Tá, vamos ver essa outra missão secundária aqui. E aí depois dela acabou, né? Não tem mais nada aqui nesse mapa. Nem no mapa mundi, certo?
Sergeant's got it in for us two. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Nossa, que
You
grosso.
lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
I don't bloody believe it. The bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The Dane laughed when we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded? Care to show us how you earned that brooch?
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous souls that we are, Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Ótimo.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either. Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight.
Bora lá.
Now, let's get the measure of you, shall we?
If that's what you want.
Cocky bastard. All right, let's be having you.
Ele tem motivo pra ser convencido, tá? E ele não tava sendo convencido, viu, meu caro?
Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks you want, Brandon.
Nossa, ele voou longe.
So you know one end of a blade from the other. Enough. Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? So it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Você é mais forte que ele?
How the bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
By knowing when to hold my tongue for a start.
Pô, você é tão fraco quanto, cara.
You got potential. I'll give you that.
Mano, que dó do cara.
It's over.
Coitado.
Can I go now?
Grieger's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
The dame's man or no, he's still a Branded. Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
E eu não vou mentir, não. Sai fora.
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a brand.
Deixa eu só ver quanto tempo de vídeo aqui. Ah, pouquinho. Acho que por aqui dá, né? Vou fazer a missão principal agora.
You wear the dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared?
The day before. She was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I didn't lend her my shoulder. But perhaps someone else did. Tatienne shared a room. Her chambermaid may have seen something. She's over there, sitting by the pond.
Thank you. Let's see what her chambermaid can tell us then.
So you're the new escort the girls have been talking about. And you've already been sent off on an errand, eh? Poor boy. You'll be knackered before the real work begins later on tonight.
I'm told you share a bedchamber with Tatienne. Did she say anything to you before?
Before she went missing. Only that she needed to meet with someone. She did mention a name, but I know exactly who she meant.
You do?
Lad from the garrison. Annoying little shit. Spent every guil he earned on Tatienne, and picked fights with anyone else who tried to buy her time. Followed her around like a lost puppy. Tatienne was flattered at first, but it didn't take long for her to get scared. She thought about saying something. But the dame was so proud of her for how much she was bringing in. And she didn't want to let her down.
This man from the garrison. Did you ever see him?
Of course I did. He tried to sneak into our room enough times. Slimy sod's got a scar over one eye. Claims he got it in battle.
You've been very helpful.
Don't let him get away with this. Find him, and you'll find her.
A man from the garrison. Seems a trip to the barracks is in order.
Putz, será que isso deu merda?
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something to remember me by.
And I suppose I'll...
Heard the bones fell favorably.
I'm looking for a man with a scar over his eye.
Looking for a man? Does this look like a brothel branded? Fuck off!
Hold your tongue. He wears the dame's brooch. One word from him and the Vale's doors will be barred to us for good.
There's only one man in the garrison with a dodgy eye. His name's Yannick. I haven't seen him around lately, though.
On account of him being in war. Yeah, Yannick left a few days back. Said he had dealings with a merchant there.
The dame thanks you. Moor is the last village on the road to Oriflamme. I should let Isabel know where I'm headed.
Voltar, né?
Clive, tell me you bear good tidings.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, Tatienne, you could have told me.
This Yannick. The soldiers I spoke to believe he's in the village of Moor. According to them, he claimed to have some business with a merchant there. Though that wouldn't explain his continued absence.
And you plan on traveling to Moor to ascertain the truth?
Isn't that what you want?
Oh, it is, but I fear sending you there may cause more harm than good. The people of Moor are rather set in their ways. You'll find they have little love for bearers, and they will not hesitate to report one such as you to the constabulary. There is a man in Moor who owes me a favor. More than one, in fact. His name is Bertrand, and he works at the stables. Tell him I sent you.
I shall return as soon as I find something.
Tabus.
Did one of them get on this side?
Another one of the dame's pets. Why must she keep them on the leash?
Mano, eu tive que parar pra admirar, não tem jeito. Tá, eu tenho que ir lá do outro lado? Um local que eu não fui ainda, e lá tem 2 missões secundárias pra fazer.
Oriflamme, how many bearers suffer to keep your granaries full?
Vou diretão, tá, gente?
That's enough for today, Branded.
Seguir a estrada aqui.
Go on, back to the finish.
That's enough dallying, you two.
Acho que eu vou até fazer secundária aqui.
There's still work to be done.
Deixa eu ver. Uma musiquinha diferente aqui. Calma aí.
You're late. What kept you?
Late for what?
Did they tell you nothing? A wild beast is savaging my boy. Well, don't just stand there gawping. Rescue him.
Olha, eu vou te ajudar, mas eu não sou a pessoa que você tá procurando.
All right. Where is he?
My. I see they've sent me a branded with a spine for a change. He's over that way, towards the coast. Go and see that you kill the beast.
É que pra eles os marcados são todos iguais, né? Não consegue perceber que...
son's in mortal danger. He didn't seem all that worried. Something's not right here. I need to be careful.
The wolf! It's going to eat me!
Not if I can help it.
O pessoal não consegue perceber que o Clive é diferenciado.
You know what to do, boy. Sick of Toggle. Get him, boy.
No! You weren't supposed to kill Wolfie. You were supposed to die. Father will have you whipped for this. Bearers aren't supposed to win. They never win.
What is this? Your father said you were being attacked.
You're not supposed to talk. Stop looking at me like that. We were only having fun.
Having fun?
Why are you still speaking? Father will hear of this.
Eu, hein? Olha, eu só não digo que devia ter deixado você morrer, porque você é uma criança.
But it's not the wolf that's to blame. Someone needs to put an end to this before it happens again.
Que absurdo. Até ver se não tem algum baú pra pegar aqui dele, porque, nossa senhora, que cara escroto. E ainda educa mal o filho dele ainda.
You, Brandon, come here this instant. How dare you frighten my son? You slaughter his poor pet and then have the gall to return, head held high. That wolf was trained. Better trained by far than your worthless kind. You are the entertainment, nothing more. And we are most certainly not entertained.
Nor am I.
You'll pay for what you've done.
See? I told you, he talks too much. It's not right. I don't like him, Father.
You're not the Branded I bought, are you? How dare you deceive me? Well, the sins of the slave are the sins of the master. Go! Summon the unlucky wretch you answer to.
That unlucky wretch would be the Dame. I can summon her if you like. Though I doubt she would welcome the interruption.
You serve the Dame? Why would a woman of her caliber...
You look afraid. Well, how do you think those bearers in the field felt? Can you imagine their fear? Their pain? From the look of you, I'd say you're starting to get an idea of the first. Now, if you need help with the second...
Father, he's scaring me.
You think to threaten us, Branded? The Dame's pet or no, I will not abide such insolence.
Can't we just buy another hound? A bigger one, a better one.
Of course, my son. I'll have the villagers fetch us another. With jaws powerful enough to nip this Branded's head clean off his shoulders.
É ruim, hein? Não importa o tamanho do lobo que você trazer, meu filho. Cachorro, lobo, enfim.
I'm wasting my time. But I can't just leave those bearers lying out there. They deserve a proper burial. That much I can do at least. How many bearers have lost their lives to this nobleman's sport?
Que triste, mano.
We're all victims of the nobles' games. You must be Clive.
How do you know my name?
The Dame. I'm in her service, like yourself. Never gets any easier, burying the dead.
Is that what you're here to do?
The mistress has me see to it that none are left to the crows. Since you're here, can you give me a hand?
Gladly. Let's put them to rest.
May their burden finally be lifted. I take it you slew the nobleman's pet?
I did. Now I expect they'll find another soon enough. And when it gets here, more bearers will die. How can they think so little of sending us to the slaughter?
Simple. Because you are not them. Bearers are tools when they're needed, and toys when they're not. And if one breaks, well, you can always buy another. Still, such attitudes don't always go unpunished.
Tá vendo aí, ó? Arruma aí. Arruma o maior mesmo.
Is this your doing?
Of course not. Wolves kill. It's in their nature. Invite one into your home, it's gonna tear your throat out eventually. Same with bearers. Fed or not, they don't lack for fangs. What will folk do when they bite back, I wonder? The realm's less two murderous bastards, and I won't mourn the loss. Here. For their help.
You don't have to.
Take it. You never know. Our paths may cross again. Till then.
Engraçado que o Clive fala, você não precisa, e já sai pegando. Meu Deus. Cão que ladra não morde. Tá, missão principal. Nossa, mas é muito bonito ali, né? Tem uma missão secundária pra cá, eu acho. Eita! Apertei pra falar e ele pulou.
Have you seen my Chloe? I let her out of her pen while I did my chores. But she hasn't come back yet.
Quem é Chloe?
I think she's lost. Please, can you help me look for her?
I can't promise I'll find her, but I'll try. Describe her to me.
She's beautiful white hair. She lets me stroke her when I'm sad. She's ever such a good girl. So quiet and kind. And she likes walking in the wheat. I know the fields are big, but she's never got lost before. Oh, she must be starving too. She hasn't eaten anything since yesterday. It is my job to feed her.
In that case, let's not keep her waiting. That's a lot of field to search. With a little luck, someone might have seen her.
Tá, mas quem é Chloe? É tipo, que bicho que é? É uma pessoa? Ela falou cabelos.
You work these fields? I need to ask you something.
A branded. And an outsider at that, judging by the lack of manners. Why should I help you, eh? You tell me that.
Because a girl from the village asked me to find her pet. Chloe. Have you seen her?
Chloe, is it? Oh, little Lisette's plaything. Last I saw, the filthy creature was sniffing about the windmill. That girl's old enough to know she should tie her pet up when she's finished playing with it.
The windmill.
Off with you now. I won't have idle branded underfoot.
Nossa, por que o pessoal é tão grosso? Pelo amor! Uma hora eu vou perder minhas paciências com esse povo mal educado.
Chloe? More brown than white. You're not Chloe, are you, girl? Is that someone napping on the job? I hope they don't mind the interruption.
Putz, será que Chloe é uma garota marcada? E a mulher chamou de bicho de estimação? Putz.
The crystal's curse.
Chloe, I was calling you. Didn't you hear me?
What?
Get up now. You've slept long enough. It's time to go home. Chloe? Why did you already turn into a rock? I only made you do a bit of magic. You knew you were my favourite. None of the other Chloes had pretty hair. It could be months before Dad gives me another one. I have to wait until they're too tired to work anymore.
Is that all she was to you? A plaything?
Meu
Do you really not
Deus,
care that she's
cara.
dead?
Que mundo errado.
She's a rock.
That? The crystal's curse? That's just how she died. And now she's gone forever. Giving another bearer her name won't change that.
No, don't say that.
It's true. And without that brand, she would have been just another girl. Somebody's daughter. Just like you.
Dad said bearers don't have parents.
They do. give them away. Families they'll never see again. But you became Chloe's family when you took her in. Remember that. And remember her.
As palavras do Clive foi dura, mas foi necessário. E agora a menina vai aprender a lição, né? Espero. Vamos lá. Missão principal ou vai aparecer mais alguma coisa aqui? Pô, tem um obelisco ali no canto, né? Mas eu acho que ele já tá demarcado já.
Sick of Toggle! Stay down! There, boy! Don't let them get away!
Nossa, morreu tudo uma vez.
If the people of Moor are as intolerant as Isabel says, it's no wonder the Empire never sent my unit here.
O que você tem aí?
What do you want? Good riddance. Are you Bertrand? The dame sent me.
Sounds about right. Only time I hear from her is when she wants something. Well, go on then. What is it?
One of her courtesans has gone missing, and I need to find her. A soldier who may have information on her whereabouts is rumored to have come here to meet with a trader.
Many traders stop to peddle their wares on their way to the capital, but only one's been seen quarreling with a soldier.
Is he still here?
The trader? Oh, yeah. Stubborn sod stood his ground till the soldier got tired of shouting, from what I hear. If you seek him out, keep your head down. Fact is, folks round here would sooner hang a branded than help him. And that's even with the dame's brooch for protection.
Understood.
Esqueci de ver quanto tempo de vídeo. Tá suave ainda. Tô começando a ficar rouca de novo. Acho que eu tô com alergia.
You don't think he's a deserter, do you?
What's this? A branded? Where's your master? Must I call for the constable?
I come to you from Northreach, at the behest of the dame. Perhaps you've heard of her.
Why, of course I have. I am the good lady's servant. What is it that she requires of me?
Rumor has it you were seen arguing with a soldier some few days ago. A soldier with a scar over his eye.
Yes, that's right. He had a comb which he claimed was an antique. Said he wanted to trade it for a newer one. But old though it was, an antique it most certainly was not, as I told him. Nevertheless, he insisted that it was of great value, and was quite vehement about my appraisal. I stood firm, however, and for all his bluster, he still purchased a new comb, albeit an inexpensive one.
And do you know where he went after that?
My customers aren't usually in the habit of telling me whither they are bound, but as it happens, this one did. Yonder ruins, strange as it may sound.
My thanks.
Not at all. I would do anything for the dame. Anything. Be sure and tell her, won't you, that I was helpful. I mean, most helpful.
Claro que eu falo. Falo logo depois de falar que você foi grosso comigo no começo, né? Ó, tem um item ali embaixo. A tentação é demais. Eu vou lá só pra pegar aquele item.
Not much chance I'd make it through the penitent's gate without someone recognizing me as a deserter. Sid had better have a plan.
Por que você tá falando isso agora, Clive? A gente não vai pra lá agora.
Wolves. We can't let them get any closer to the village.
Ai.
Get him, boy! You know what to do, boy. Sick him, Toggle! Get him! Not this time. Give them all you've got, boy. Get him, boy! There, boy!
Esses lobinhos são mais resistentes que aqueles cavaleiros lá.
Damn it all. Bodies. A man and a woman. Well, the wolves have been busy. But the blood is long dry. So it is you, Tatienne.
If that's true, then the body next to hers will be Yannick's. The girl Yannick went off to see every night. He said her name was Tatienne.
You... Did you follow me?
Now, why would I do that? Unless you think I'd have good reason to. But no. I was sent to find Yannick. By the looks of things, I have.
We both found who we were searching for.
Nah, he was a jealous sod. Couldn't stand the thought of his woman with someone else. Then one day he sees her with a new comb. Thinks she's got herself a new gallant. Tells the garrison he's gonna find the man and kill him. We know it's all talk, but then he disappears off to Moor for some dealings and doesn't come back.
If you mean this comb, it was a gift from the dame.
If only Yannick had bothered to ask, eh? He might not be rotting on a hill.
I think he meant to ask her something else. He stole the old comb and bought her a new one in the hope they'd wed.
Wed? Where would they have gone? Certainly not back to Northreach with a dame waiting. And we all know what happens to deserters. Tell the dame I'm sorry for her loss. When the lads come to collect Yannick's body, I'll see that Tatienne is delivered to the Vale.
Is that wise?
Oh, there won't be any covering up this mess. The most we can hope for is that the dame doesn't hold it against us. Speaking of which, I saw her in Moor just now. Could you tell her what happened? Might sound better coming from you.
I need to tell Isabel. Perhaps the comb will give her something to remember Tatienne by.
Item aqui. Chocobo diferente.
expecting any new branded until the new moon.
If it was a message that needed delivering,
You are still in one piece, I see. You will be pleased to hear that your companions have arrived. They said they would meet you at a little chapel to the east of here.
Thank you, but you needn't have come all this way just to tell me. I was on my way to see you.
You found her then?
Encontrei, mas infelizmente
I see. My dear Tatienne. It is by no means uncommon for a client to fall for a courtesan. Especially a client who's young and far from home. But rarely do such tales have happy endings.
I found this with Tatienne. I believe it was yours.
Thank you for returning it. I shall see that it has a place on her pyre.
hein?
I should go.
Before you do, I have one last gift. A token of my thanks. The Veil counts among its patrons several high-ranking officers of the Imperial Army. According to one of the looser-tongued gentlemen, it would appear that the legions are planning to march south.
Not to mention the same thing.
But did he mention that it was all of the legions? This is no mere skirmish. Were I to guess, I'd say the Emperor planned to abandon the capital. But that couldn't possibly be true now, could it? Take care, Clive.
I will. And thank you again.
Ai, gente, eu quero tanto um chocobo pra mim poder andar por aí. Sem missões. Subir lá, né? Eu chequei aqui o tempo de vídeo e tá dando quase 50 minutos, então acho que é um bom ponto para encerrar, gente. Muito obrigada a quem assistiu. Quem puder, por favor, tá deixando um like no vídeo, compartilhando e se inscrevendo no canal para estar me ajudando. Eu agradeço de coração. Um beijo e tchau, tchau.